Alright YouTube, back in another video, and today the plan is to repair my mirror caps on my Cadillac and get them painted black and get them just complete. But as I'm doing that, I'm going to work on another video also for the truck on painting the mirror, not the mirror caps, the door handles, but more or less I'm just going to primer them when I primer the mirror caps, or the whole mirror in general actually, so make it life a little easier when I go to paint them. So they're already primered because I'm already going to be spraying a bunch of primer. So flip the camera around, show you what the mirrors look like. I already got one of them off and I already fixed the crack. So show you what the mirror is looking like and what else we need to do. Okay, so here's the mirror. I've already went through and kind of plastic welded this crack back together. I did one sand. I sanded this one scratch out, but I need to put just a little bit of glazing putty on these little ones and then Bondo this big one. Just a little bit, and then let that sit. Once it's drying, while it's drying, I'm gonna pull the other mirror cap off, or a mirror. This is what the door looks like with the whole door panel apart, everything out. So I'm gonna pull that other mirror off as that one's drying. I'll show you what it looks like after I Bondo it and fill in the little cracks. This all Bondoed up, let this dry real well, get some time driving. I'm gonna move my truck over there, then I'm gonna back my car up so I can get to this door panel and get this mirror pulled off so I can start sanding that, have that prepped and ready to primer once this is all done getting hard. I did go through and pull off the bottom little pieces so I have a little better painting. Then I'm gonna have to tape off this light right here and tape off this mirror real well so I'm not getting no paint on there, and this little light if you see it right there. Okay, I got this one all sanded with 1000 grit. Just need to clean it, wax and grease remove it, prep it up. Now I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna sand all this down, get it nice and smooth, and then put some glazing putty on there, let that dry, and then sand it again, and it should be ready for primer. Alright, I got the mirrors all sanded, this one all Bondoed up. I'm going to throw the first coat of primer on there. Let it sit for about 15-20 minutes and probably throw a second coat. Probably let it sit for 10 minutes. Throw a second coat, and it should be good enough. I'll give it a light sand after probably like an hour of drying, and then throw probably 2 coats of base and a coat of clear. So I'll show you what it looks like after the first coat of primer. Alright, the first coat of primer is on there. It's not looking too bad. You can see where that crack was just a little bit. But it's not terrible. Looking pretty good. Pretty good coverage. Alright, so there's 2 coats on. They look pretty good. This one looks really good. All you can see is just that little tiny little mark right there. Not worried about it. I'm going to let them dry for about 5 more minutes. Pull them off, get them a real light sanding. Get some of the orange peeliness out of them. Like the rough texture out of here, and then we'll throw 2 coats of gloss black and then 2 coats of clear coat. So pull these off in a second, light sanding, and then I'll show you after the first coat of base. First coat's done. It's really heavy. It's a lot different than spraying the primer, so there is 2 runs. None that I can see like face wise or nothing like that, but there's one right there, and there's one right there. You can see where it's dripping off that's just off the mirror part on the inside. So, one a little heavy, but it was the first time. It was a little bit different, so I think I was just sitting too long. It wasn't really too fast. So let this dry for a good minute, and then we'll spray a nice, quick second coat on it. Mirrors are all painted. They are not perfect by any means, but they're also not terrible. There's a few runs. For the first time, I would say it's a pretty much success. I'm gonna let them sit for a couple hours before I put 2 coats of clear. This time when I put the clear coat, I'm not gonna go as heavy. I'm gonna try to be a little bit faster, move quicker, so I'm not getting as much runs. You kind of see down there, a little run, barely can see it, but there's a run right there and one right there. But we'll let them sit in here for a while until they're hard enough. And I'll probably sit in the sun for a little bit, let them be hard out there, and then go from there. I got the mirrors in the garage now. They don't look too bad at all, to be honest with you. They look pretty good. I'll show you better tomorrow in the daylight. There are a few runs that were from the base coat. I didn't see no clear coat runs yet, but the coverage is pretty good. It looks pretty well. And hopefully tomorrow we'll get the interior of the car put back together, get the mirrors back on, and hopefully be looking better and not have no cracked mirror. And then I would like to get the paint pen to that's the same color, so I can fix these and make that look a little better. You don't see little chips when you're looking at the truck, or the car, I mean. And I know I talked about I was gonna primer my door handles and stuff for my pickup truck, but I couldn't get them fully apart. I gotta remember how I gotta pull the pins out, so I didn't get those primered. But still gonna record that video for that hopefully this week and get those primered, painted, and installed. I gotta go to the junkyard, I think, and get another one. I messed one of them up when I was drilling the hole, so I'm probably gonna have to get another one. I think the passenger rear. But tomorrow we'll be back at it and get this car put back together. All right, I got the car in the garage. The mirrors are on. It's been a while since I last recorded for this video, but I'm gonna get the car outside. I'm gonna pull everything off, get the car outside, and then you can see what they look like in the daylight. It's not really sunny, it's just kind of light out. So we'll get everything pulled off and get this car backed out. Car's outside, and for the first time ever painting, the mirrors, I would say, look pretty good. There's a little bit of orange peel in them, but the tape job, kind of hard to see, but it is really good. And they're damn smooth, except for like the inside right here. It's a little bit rougher, but overall really good. And I think I like the black a lot more than I like the white and black. And then the driver's side is the one that has a run. There's one run right here, and one right here. You kind of see a little bubbled, but you know, I really don't care. For it being the first time doing it, I think I did a pretty good job. And you can't even see where that crack is from the straight. On this side, you can see just a little bit being right there, but overall, it came out pretty good in my opinion. Now I'm gonna put the car back away, get it covered up, and then I'll have to move it out in a couple weeks to make some space over here, to get the wheels pulled off for when those get powder coated. And I have some wheels on the other side of the garage for the truck that are gonna get powder coated also, if they're if they balance out right and they're not all messed up. So hopefully for like 2 weeks that'll happen, and I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna put all stuff on this wall where the wheel is, so I'll be able to get it off and the car can sit on jack stands for a day or two. And then in the summertime or springtime, hopefully get some more painting done, more black accents on the car. I think would be pretty good. But for now, that's gonna wrap up the video, wrap up the first time painting. I think it was pretty much a success. I like the way it looks. Definitely motivates me to want to do some more in the springtime, because it's January 1st right now and I ain't doing no painting in the cold. So thanks for watching the video. Hope to see you in the next one.